What's up, Gemini? How y'all doing? This is your mid-month reading for December 2023. I'll explain more about what that's all about here in just a second, but this one's going to be fun, so stick around. What's up with my Gemini friends? How y'all doing? It's time for the mid-month messages. So when I do mid-month readings, what I am looking for is to see if timelines changed, because that's the reason why I give you advice. I personally think that if you are any kind of reader, it's not your job just to simply tell people what's going to happen. Okay? Because you are a creator of reality, not just this random lowly being who was shat out into this experience and reality just happens to you that's not in your control. You have the power to change your timelines, and that's why I give advice. That's what the advice is for. So that's what we're going to look at here today. For those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. So I'm starting these off with the current person. If you're not experiencing problems with your current person, this is not for you. Let's see if timelines change between Gemini and the person they are currently with. If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? Uh-oh, we got a codependency connection here. Uh-oh. Let's see. No, I'm still not really feeling like a solid decision is being made. But an ending is being prevented, but a solid decision isn't being made. So if there was a decision being made, I think the decision is to hold off on the ending for now. I think you're too afraid to end this, aren't you? Scared of the unknown. Afraid that it'll be the wrong decision. Okay. Yeah. No, you and this person are definitely karmic soulmates. I don't know if you know that or not. So don't let that word karma alarm you. That just means you all have an incomplete soul contract from a previous lifetime. That's all I mean when I say that. We got the Seven of Swords here, though. So for some of you, maybe there was infidelity in the past, and you're afraid it might still be happening. Regardless, I feel like there's definitely suspected infidelity. Suspected. Maybe for some of you, the only reason you're afraid to end this is because of finances. You're afraid you wouldn't be able to financially support yourself, maybe. But with the Ten of Cups, Death card reversed, you're not going nowhere. You're not ending this. But with the Two of Wands here, you still haven't made up your mind as to whether or not you want to end this or you want to work on this. All right, could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Matter of fact, that's one of the most common energetic pairings that I see in my line of work. There's a little handful of the most common. Aries and Cancer, Virgo and Pisces, Sagittarius and Gemini. That's a big one. Aquarius and Taurus is a big one. Sagittarius and Gemini. I see that. And those are opposites. That's the funny thing. That's the weird thing about it. Kind of like Virgo and Pisces. They're opposites. But I see that all the time. Sagittarius and Gemini. So I know it's not all of you, but I have a feeling it's a big old bunch of you. Either way, though, I also have Scorpio here and Libra. Okie dokie. Well, let's see their energy and how they feel about you. Let's see the current person's energy and how they're feeling about you. what their energy looks like, what their intentions are, how they feel about you at the deepest level. They feel like you're the toxic one. Of course, it's always finger pointing, right? There's always finger pointing. How many people in today's day and age are taking accountability? Not many. A very small minority. All right. Could be a Capricorn, by the way. Whoops. Sun card reversed. See, this person is just generally unhappy. Yeah. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is reversed. So if you're wondering whether or not there is infidelity happening, or if there was in the past, I don't think it's happening now, but I do kind of feel like if this person was put in the right situation, they would. If they were put in the right situation and they were guaranteed to be able to get away with it, they probably would. To me, that's just as bad. That's the way I see it. That's just as bad. So I've never been able to understand these relationships with people who control their partner to prevent them from cheating. Like, dude, why should you have to control your partner to keep them from cheating? So basically, you're happy being in a relationship with a person who the only reason they're not cheating on you is because you're controlling them. So if you was to let go and relinquish control, they would go cheat on you. Why the fuck would you want to be in a relationship with somebody like that anyway? I've never been able to wrap my mind around that. Ever. Ever. If I have to control you to prevent you from cheating, I don't fucking want you. Go. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm trailing off. Sorry about that. But I mean, I don't think it's happening right now with the Seven of Swords reversed, but the Seven of Swords is there, and so is the Devil card. So that kind of tells me that if they were put in the right situation, I don't know if I would trust this person. But at the deepest level with the Ten of Cups here, they do wish shit worked out between the two of you. But I think this person is generally unhappy. And that's probably where that codependency energy is coming in. Because most people in relationships, right? Most generally unhappy people in relationships believe that the cause of their unhappiness is the person that they're with. And they also believe that the solution to their unhappiness is either the person they're with or somebody else. Like they're outsourcing their power to other people. I need another person to come create my happiness for me. That's one of the leading causes of relationship failure. So I feel like at the deepest level, this person does want things to work out, but they're putting their emotions on you as your responsibility. Like it's your job to make them happy. It's your fault they're not happy, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. This one, I don't know. Shady and dicey, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's get the outcome. What's the outcome? Two of coins. Still not making a decision. We already saw that. I don't know, man. Nine of Cups. I think you're distancing yourself more and more and more from this person energetically. And then eventually it's going to get to a point where it just pops the fuck off between the two of you. Yep. I'm not seeing an ending though. That's the thing. World card, cycle looping around and repeating itself. What's the advice? This is probably going to have to get down to the nitty gritty with this advice. What's the advice? 9 of Cups. You do you, boo boo. You do you, boo boo. You are not responsible for this person's happiness. This person is not responsible for your happiness. We need to come together and we need to have a conversation. We need to see eye to eye and at least meet in the middle. If you're a miserable fucking person, that's not my problem at the end of the day. I'll do everything I can to support you. But at the end of the day, it's your problem if you're a miserable individual. That needs to be understood. You're responsible for your happiness. I'm responsible for my happiness. But we need to come together and we need to meet in the middle. And we need to come together and agree on some things that we both need to work on. Here's the things that I need to work on. And I'm going to get to work and I'm going to start doing that. And you need to agree that you have some shit you need to work on. If just one of you refuses to admit and get to work on something toxic about themselves, you may as well just leave. You may as well just leave. You may as well just leave. If the person you're dealing with refuses to look at themselves, refuses to admit they have something they need to work on, but even let's take it a step further. Let's say they admit it. If they ain't doing nothing about it, it's time to go. 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 If you ain't working on you, this ain't going to work. If I ain't working on me, this ain't going to work. If we ain't working on us, this ain't going to work. You may as well just save yourself the headache and hang it up. I'm going to tell you what right now. The pain of going through a breakup is temporary. But the pain of sitting in the same spot and repeating the same cycle for 10 years, 15 years, the rest of your life, that pain is permanent. Which pain do you want? The temporary pain or the permanent pain? Take that information and do with it what you will. All right, let's look at the new person. The newest person who just showed up into Gemini's life. New person. Let's see. Did timelines change? If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? Six of Wands. That's good. King of Cups reversed. What in the world? So somebody from the past may have been trying to sabotage this. I don't know if it's somebody from your past or somebody from their past. But there was definitely somebody from the past who was wanting to, trying to, or at least planning on sabotaging this. And it looks like that whoever this was from the past who was going to try to sabotage this has given up on that. I think this is going to be long-term and successful. For those of you who were opened to marriage, that may be a possibility in the future. Emperor and Empress. Six of Wands. Okay, wow. Look at that, like things are taking a pretty decent turn here for now. Still a little bit of tension. But whoever this was that was thinking about sabotaging things, or maybe who was trying to sabotage things, is backing off and leaving this alone. I hate to get too specific on that, but that message very specifically came out. Very specifically. Anyway, let's see how the new person feels about you. How's the new person feeling about Gemini? Three of Wands reversed. I'm thinking they're wanting things to move a little bit faster between the two of you. They've been feeling like things are moving a little bit too slow, or they just want things to move faster. Yeah, Temperance reversed. They're getting a little bit impatient with the way things are going between the two of you. Yeah, I think there's some feelings that they're holding back. Yeah, they're holding a lot of feelings back. This person's really, really wanting things to move a lot faster between the two of you than they are. But they're not opening up and expressing that. So you may be kind of oblivious to that. But deep down, they're actually getting really impatient with the way things are going between the two of you. They're trying to be patient, but they're becoming impatient very deep down on the inside. Deep down. So if you are picking up on something that feels a little bit off about this person, I think that's what it is. So let's say, for example, you all have been official for the last month. They're ready to move in with you. Or let's say you all have just been going through the talking phase for the last couple of weeks. They're ready to make it official. They want things to move a lot faster. I think this person's a codependent and they're very lonely and kind of desperate deep down. So, you know, most lonely codependent people really want to rush in and jump into that relationship and be married overnight. And they really want to rush in and jump in there, because it's kind of like a person that's really hungry. Really hungry. Okay. You haven't had anything to eat in, I don't know, a week, and you're walking down the road and there's a McDonald's here on this road, but 5 miles down the road, there's a nice, healthy, organic restaurant that sells nothing but healthy, organic food. It's 5 miles down the road, but the McDonald's is right here. And you're hungry. Good God, you're hungry. So are you going to give in and run into the McDonald's just to fill that void real quick and eat that poison? Or are you going to hold it out? Hold out and, you know, go on that journey and do the hard thing. And it's going to take another 5 miles, but, you know, if I'm hungry, if I'm starving, I would rather fill my body with some healthy shit than Big Macs and garbage and fucking cancer-causing bullshit. Which one? That was kind of a wild analogy, I know, but that gets the point across, right? So I don't think they mean. I think this person does mean well. I think so. They're just holding a lot back, and they're getting impatient. Let's see the outcome. What's the outcome? Page of Swords. So talking. Y'all are still just mainly talking. Whatever. Basically, I don't really see an offer being made to take things to whatever the next level is throughout the rest of December. Yeah, no, things are still going slow. Things are not picking up between the two of you. They are not. But I'm thinking that this person's probably going to, it's probably going to bubble up to the surface, and their true feelings are probably going to pop up to the surface, that they're really wanting things to move fast. And it could come out in the form of frustration. It could come out in the form of some frustration. Excuse me. Okay. That was kind of boring, wasn't it? Advice. Three of Cups. Try to have some fun, man. Try to get out and get together and have some fun. Try to connect with this person on a little bit deeper of a level if you can. I mean, whenever it comes to a person like that, there's not really a whole lot you can do. Because a person who's genuinely empty and needy, that's a black hole, dude. That is a black fucking hole. That is a bottomless pit that you can't fill. So if they're empty and lonely and needy enough, it doesn't really matter what you do. But at least make the attempt to connect at the deepest level that you possibly can. At least make that attempt. Maybe, hopefully, if you can really connect at the deepest level and they can see that you really are serious and this really is the real deal and you ain't playing games, then maybe, hopefully, they'll start filling that void themselves. And you know, they'll just hang back and relax and let this flow naturally. But yeah, just try to see if you can have some fun with this person and connect with them at a deeper level. All right. Okie dokie. We're ending this here with, where's that? The person from the past. All right. Timelines change between Gemini and the person from the past. Did timelines change? If so, did they change for the better or for the worse? Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are turning your focus to your work and finance to keep yourself distracted. Eight of Cups reversed, but you're still unable to walk away from this. I don't know. Let me see. Hang on. Before I speak on that again. Six of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm thinking that this person might be trying to get your attention with the Page of Pentacles there. 5 of Pentacles, Devil card. I think they're planning to throw a pity party at you. They might be planning to try to come back and see if they can have a sex-based connection with you. Yeah. I don't think that this person wants an actual full-on reconciliation. I don't think so. But I think they are waiting on the right opportunity to slide forward. They're probably waiting on an opportunity of vulnerability. With the 5 of Cups there. They're waiting until you're at a low point. They're waiting until you're at a weak place. And then they're going to slide up in there. They're going to slide up in there and start throwing their little pity party. And because when you're at a weak place, you're easy to persuade. You're more suggestible. You're easier to manipulate. Now, do I see it happening that way? I don't think so. But I think that's what this person's planning. I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, so they're planning for a return to happen. But so far, I'm not convinced they're taking action just yet. Let me take a deeper look at their intentions. Let me take a deeper look at their feelings and intentions. Queen of Wands. I think they want control over you. They still want to have some kind of emotional control over you. And that's it. Now, I was just explaining this to a client about a week or so ago who was asking, why is it Why is it that this person doesn't care until I start pulling away? Because they want control over you. They want control over you. Because that validates them. Because if I can hurt you, that means you care about me. If you didn't care about me, I couldn't hurt you. Think about it, man. You can't be hurt by somebody you don't give two diddly shits about. If I don't care about you or your opinion, it don't matter what you say what you want. I don't care. But if I care about you, if you're somebody I have a special place for in my heart, and you can hurt me. So when you start pulling away, that proves that you don't want me no more. Now my little ego is bruised because I'm no longer wanted. I need that validation for my ego. So that's when I'm going to start trying to twist you emotionally, and there is no end point. There is no end goal to this type of behavior. Just all I want to do is make sure I have emotional control over you. I don't care if I hurt you. Actually, the more I hurt you, the better. The worse I can hurt you, the more that means you care about me. Pretty sick. Pretty fucking sick. Will there be an outcome here with this situation? Will there be an outcome? Justice reversed? No, probably not. Probably not. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Oh, keep your foot firmly planted. Keep your foot firmly planted. Do not let this person manipulate you. Matter of fact, this is saying that it wouldn't even be a good idea to go anywhere near this person right now. Seven of Swords, Two of Cups reversed. Focus on your goals and your success. Ignore any attempts to try to get your attention. And if you do end up running into them out somewhere, something like that, ignore. I've had to actually coach a couple of people through dealing with an actual narcissist, like a real one, a real actual narcissist. At the end of the day, there's only one thing you can do to disconnect from that person. No contact. No reaction. None. Silence. Silence is a narcissist's worst enemy. Silence. Let them say whatever they want to say. Let them go spread whatever little rumors they want to spread. Let them go drag your name through the dirt however they want to do it. Silence. For a long time, too, by the way. For a long time. You're probably looking at a good 6 months, if not a year, of silence. And the truth will always come bubbling up to the surface. But they have to know. See, a real narcissist is very, very, very stubborn and relentless. They are absolutely relentless. You have to out-stubborn them. You have to out-stubborn them. Well, they won't quit. Well, then you don't quit. You don't quit. They won't quit messing with me. Well, then you don't quit being quiet. If they won't quit, you don't quit. You put your foot down and you keep it there. You shut your mouth and you keep it shut. Do not respond to anything that they say to you. Do not defend yourself. Do not get in there and try to tell everybody your side of the story. Don't feed any energy to it at all. At all. And the more they dig their heels in and try, the more you need to dig your heels in and keep your foot there. Put your foot down and keep it there. Eventually, the beast will clunk over and die because you haven't been feeding it. Every time you react, you're feeding it. Every time you respond, you're feeding it. You will never, ever come to a conclusion. You will never be able to bargain with this person. You will never be able to reason with this person. You will never be able to get them to see things from your perspective. You will never be able to get them to understand the nature of their wrongs. And you will never, ever, 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 ever get them to change their ways. Ever. Every time you respond, every time you react, every time you exchange energy, you're just feeding the beast, and it's going to keep spinning in circles, and you're going to go nowhere. Shh. Silence. Silence. For as long as it takes. I don't care how long it takes. Silence. Eventually. It could take 6 months, dude. It could take a year. The beast will clunk over and die. And then it's not long after that, usually in less than a year after that, the truth will come bubbling up to the surface. All those rumors that they spread will be exposed, and everybody will see the real truth. But you have to get out of the way and let the truth fight its own battle, its own way. All right? Okie dokie, I do feel like those were the messages that my Gemini friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. We got us a super chat here. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you who still continue to tune in, play along, and show love, support, and positive feedback. Even after 5 long years, man, that's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. Greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.